Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today on the show, we have a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and of course, it is Tuesday, which means tomorrow is Wednesday, and during Wednesday afternoon, Rockstar likes to preview the upcoming GTA 5 Online Event Week news, information, and details about 12 hours early before it goes live Thursday morning. For me in my local time zone, it's about 4 a.m. Central Standard Time, but on Tuesdays, I like to give you guys a reminder and a refresher of the previous week, in case you've been taking a break from the game, in case you're a new player and you heard about these weekly updates, weekly events, and you want to kind of check out what they're all about before we jump into the next one. But of course, you know, this week wasn't super exceptional, so if you're just kind of getting back into the game after a little bit of a break, welcome back. We're going to go over everything because there are some opportunities that you don't want to miss. Even if the money bonuses aren't super impressive, there are some things like this rare and removed Vapid FMJ right here that you can see on screen. I'm going to showcase to you guys how much this is going to cost because it's a rare removed vehicle, where you can pick it up, what the customization and performance options are like, and basically the other vehicles that are rare and removed from the game and featured back for limited time this week as well. We're going to check out and just go over all of the important stuff so that if there is anything you want to take advantage of, you don't miss out. So thank you so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. Now, here for some of our money bonuses this week, it's not all bad. One of them we have to talk about, the LS tags. These normally pay out $100,000, but with double money and double RP for doing them, you're making $200,000 daily. There's 5 basically advertisements you need to spray paint across the open world. Each one normally pays you $12,000 with a bonus of $40,000 at the end. This week, of course, is going to be $24,000 per LS tag and per poster. Or, well, we actually just made 30 there, but then you're also going to be getting that $80,000 bonus at the end. So instead of $100,000 a day, it's $200,000. So that's really nice. Now, that being said as well, we also have double money on the exotic exports at the auto shop. So $20,000 normally. Now you're getting $40,000 per car you deliver to the docks. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing them if you're like anywhere north of up here in the city, because it's just a couple-minute drive down to the docks. You know, if you're in Sandy Shores or Grapeseed or even Paleto Bay, like, don't bother. But that is going to be double money, so just some easy, simple money bonuses. The drift races this week, so if we go to the jobs money, the drift races this week are also going to be paying double money and double RP. Now, funny enough, if you do have GTA Plus, they're also 4 times money and 4 times RP, which is pretty nice right there. We do have some new drift races this week, so some new content with that. When it comes to the drift races, the new ones are Go With The Flow, Gangs All Here, and Buckle Down. These are the 3 new ones with 85, 84, and 83% ratings. In terms of other money bonuses we have this week, the running back adversary mode, also in the jobs playlist under the adversary mode section, is double money and double RP. And then the Lunar New Year stunt races are still going to be double money and double RP for the rest of this weekly event, and then they'll be going away. And then we have the new community series jobs that release, which are also triple money and triple RP as well. Also, don't forget, for your weekly challenge, sort of tying into the money bonuses, if you participate in 3 drift races, that's it. You don't need to win. You just need to do 3 drift races. You'll make $100,000 this week, so don't pass that up either. As for some of our vehicle discounts that you can utilize in this week's weekly update, we do have an opportunity for 30% off the Ubermach Cypher that you can get for $1,085,000 or $813,750 with the trade price. The Dinka Jester RR is going to be on sale for 30% off. You can get this for $1.034 million. The Inus Cognoscenti is a vehicle you can get off Legendary Motorsport. This is 50% off, so you can get it for $558,000 or as cheap as $127,000 with the trade price. That's extremely cheap for this vehicle. On Southern San Andreas Super Autos, the Karen Futo GTX is on sale for $834,750. The Volcar Nebula Turbo is going to be 30% off as well. You can get this car for $557,900. And the Fathom FR36 you can get for $1,127,000. This is also 30% off this week. On Elitist Travel, we haven't seen this one in a long time, probably what, years. The Joe Built Mammotus is going to be 50% off, so instead of $300K, you can get it for $150,000. And then the best discount you could take advantage of, actually, which I can't really showcase it off the property website because I've already purchased it, but here, I'll showcase it to you on the map. The Eclipse Boulevard Garage is also going to be 30% off for this week's weekly update. So you can get this 50-car garage for 30% off, of course. A lot of players I know have been waiting for this. We got a garage discount recently, but Rockstar never includes the Eclipse Boulevard garage in the garage discount. Everything else is discounted when we get garages, but they treat the Eclipse Boulevard garage property separate. So this is the week to get it if you have not already, 30% off. When it comes to the test drive vehicles at the LS Car Meet this week, this is where we have some of those rare and removed vehicles. So we'll start with the one you guys saw me showcasing at the beginning of today's video, the Vapid FMJ. It's based off of, well, the front really doesn't look like it. The back looks like, you know, the newer or like I mean, now it's a decade old at this point. Those Ford GTs from like a decade ago. So at the time, they were brand new after Ford took a break from producing them. But got a futuristic design, 2017 Ford GT. So not quite a decade old yet, but 2017, I would say. You get nippy handling, excellent traction. Top speed is 125.5 miles an hour. Slower acceleration, but you get great aesthetic appeal, high performance. You can easily maintain control around corners because of its lightweight build. And it's a lightweight frame as well. It's just a fun car to drive. If you do want to pick it up, it is going to run you $1,750,000 this week. The Anis Silvestre. This car is going to merge the aesthetics of 1970s Japanese coupes with really good performance. Top speed is 117 miles an hour. Excellent traction. It's going to be ideal for like weaving in and out of traffic. It's very nimble and agile. It does have some weaponization options. You get front-facing machine guns on this car if you want to add them to it, so that's going to add versatility to both races if you want to use your weapons or, of course, any sort of combat scenario. And if you do want to buy this car, it's going to run you $990,000 this week. Then the Ubermacht SC1, of course, based off that BMW M1, but looks a little bit more sportier with this build that we have here in game. 124 miles an hour is the top speed. You get decent acceleration, respectable braking. It's well suited for controlled high-speed driving and urban navigation, but it is still not super fast. It is one of the slowest supercars in the game, right ahead of the Coil Voltic, actually. It's the second slowest. Coil Voltic is the slowest overall, but, you know, it's not meant to go super fast. You get excellent handling, great stability. It's just an enjoyable car to drive around this game. Rare removed. If you want to pick it up, $1,630,000 is what it's going to cost you this week. Here at Simeon's, we usually have rare and removed vehicles that I talk about in my weekly update guide and a reminder and things like that, but this week none of these I think are rare removed. I think they're all just featured on in-game websites, but we'll be discussing them anyway because we usually talk about Simeon's. It's like a staple part of this video, so we'll just, or this video series I should say. So let's go from left to right. The Ubermacht Cypher, obviously it's a great sports car, favored for street racing. It's got really impressive acceleration in my opinion, really good top speed. I mean, it's 114 miles an hour. I shouldn't say really good, it's just actually okay, but you know, a higher speed would be ideal. Nonetheless, it's not super slow. The handling's great, so it feels like a quick car. It's got a good lap time despite top speed not being super high, and it's still faster than that more popular Calico GTF, I would say, as a tuner's vehicle, despite it being rear-wheel drive in comparison. Of course, you just got to really be careful of bottoming out when driving in this car because it's really low to the ground, and it's going to cost you $1,108,370 with this customization if you want to buy it from Simeon's. Next up, the Rune Chebrick. Everyone loves this because you can put a bunch of cardboard spoilers and fenders and all this crap to this car, so it's really fun. Obviously, you're going to get really responsive handling with this vehicle, decent braking. It's actually pretty good for weaving through traffic, believe it or not, and also drifting and executing some power slides. Obviously, top speed isn't going to be super high, and you get a little bit of oversteer at low speeds, but nonetheless, a super fun car, Soviet car to drive in this game. $120,880 is your price. Next up, the Fathom FR36. This is definitely fun to use as a drift vehicle if you want to buy the drift upgrades for it. It's based on the 3rd gen Infiniti G35, so you may want to grab one if you have not already. Not like it's rare and removed, but it is featured here if you want, and it is going to run you $1,150,939. I just feel like when you're driving this, I don't think this car actually has the engine resistance advanced handling flag, but it just feels like, in my opinion, when you're driving it, it's running at like 85 to 90% capacity of what it's capable of, and it just feels like a little bit underpowered, if that makes sense. Then we have the Benefactor Vorschlag Hammer. A little bit slidey, lots of torque, super fun classic Mercedes to drive in this game. It's going to run you $1,811,660 if you want to buy it from Simeon's this week. Then the Karen Futo GTX. This car honestly excels in top speed and drifting, but it's crazily susceptible to damage, I should say. The handling issues are a big problem after you crash as well. The steering and just all the geometry with the steering is going to get all messed up. It's got a nice drifting capability with or without the drift upgrades because it's actually one of the new drift upgrade vehicles from this week, so I will talk about that. We have drift tuning upgrades available. Actually, excuse me. Well, so the Karen Futo, the OG Futo, got drift tuning upgrades this week. Same with this Rune Chebrick over here, and then also the Dinka Jester Classic. The Karen Futo GTX has already had drift upgrades, but it you know, it's just in the game right now, so you should know that. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your podium vehicle for the rest of this weekly update is the Lampadati Komoda. Now, usually on Saturdays, I do a free vehicles guide talking about the podium vehicle and the LS Car Meet Prize Ride. This was the first time in half a year I missed a video. I'm sorry about that. I had some family over and I just wasn't able to get that video done in time, but nonetheless I will review it right here just because I didn't talk about it in more detail on Saturday. Sports sedan, well-rounded performance, really good choice for driving in GTA Online. Top speed is 124 miles an hour. You get excellent acceleration, and it's overall a really good option for racing as well. It's a reliable money grinding vehicle as well. I will say it will slide a bit when you push it to its absolute limits, but it's still a very, very good car to own and drive in this game. Handles with just about how you expect, just a very solid sport sedan. So let's try and win it. I already have one on this character, but I would like to win a second, because who wouldn't like to win a free vehicle in GTA Online? We won the Gallivanter Baller STD last week on Thursday when that weekly update came out. We're gonna spin right past. We're gonna get clothing. What, t-shirt? Let's see. The green diamond, or green the diamond cap. Okay, I'll take it. At the LS car meet this week, your prize ride is the Progen Italy GTB, and this vehicle is awesome for a few reasons. It released as part of the import-export DLC. It costs $1.189 million. If you want to buy it, you can get it from Benny's. This is a super high-performance supercar that you can get for finishing top 3 in LS car meet series races for 3 consecutive days in a row. So hopefully you've been putting in the effort to unlock it this week. Otherwise, you probably want to just get started on it right now so you can take advantage of Tuesday, Wednesday, and early Thursday morning to check off the prize ride days for the challenge. But it's got superb handling, it's all-wheel drive, shines in terms of acceleration and top speed and those departments, very competitive in supercar races. Little bit of understeer, but it is what it is. The best thing about it is you can convert it to the Progen Italy GTB Custom, which is going to improve performance all across the board. Slightly better acceleration, handling, top speed, all of that type of stuff, and all of the Benny's upgrades as well. So definitely a vehicle you want to pursue this week if you have not already. When it comes to these salvage yard vehicles this week in GTA Online, we have some excellent options. One, because they're just cool cars to steal in these robberies, but the important thing here that I really wanted to discuss is just the fact that they're all top range for this week. So look at the sale values: 388,000, 389,000, 402,000 for the Corsita. So let's go through them. The Fister Neon is stealable in the Duggan robbery this week. The Gangbanger robbery is where you could steal the Sinus Paragon R. And then of course the Lampadati Corsita, also top range. You could steal it in the Podium robbery. You can make, you know, just under $1.2 million this week, which is absolutely fantastic right there. So we love that just from the salvage yard robberies. And now, of course, I haven't stolen any of them. I'm making this video on Monday evening because, like I was saying, the company just left the house. And so one thing I wanted to discuss real fast is if you guys are watching this on Tuesday, feel free to tune into my Twitch live stream. I will probably be live right after this video gets posted. We'll be doing all 3 of these salvage yard robberies in one day so we can knock them all out and make this money, because I have not had a chance to do them this week in GTA Online. And when it comes to the stock of the gun van this week, we have the following. So the tactical SMG is going to be available from the gun van this week. Not only that, but we have the combat shotgun, the compact EMP launcher, the sniper rifle, the advanced rifle, as well as the pool cue. Now, the compact EMP launcher is going to be 30% off for all players this week. Definitely pick that up if you have not already. The combat shotgun is going to be 40% off, but this is reserved for GTA Plus members only. And then, of course, if you're also on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and S and you do have GTA Plus, the L. Strickler military rifle should appear on this list. If you are a paid GTA Plus member, well, you can get it for $0 in-game dollars. If you're just on next-gen consoles and you don't have GTA Plus, it's available, but you have to pay in-game money for it. We're going to be wrapping up the video right here, so thank you so much for watching today's video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see more GTA Online content like this. I make videos basically on this game and Red Dead and Rockstar Games as a whole. Tips, tricks, news, guides, information, fun live gameplays, all that type of stuff. Also, check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram to stay connected with me outside of YouTube. Those are the best places to follow me. Also, twitch.tv/hazardous. HDTV is where I live stream GTA Online consistently several times a week, and I would love to see you guys there. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the Wednesday update video tomorrow. Adios, amigos.